All right, everyone. So you should see me coming back now on stream. Once again, just to show you. So I did reset everything here. Okay? Listen to this. Audio's back. So again, if the capture device isn't working, how are we getting audio from it, but not video? It doesn't make any sense. It means the capture device is working, right? So we know it's none of the HDMI cables. There's still a possibility it could be the USB cable. Okay? Now, the cable it has is I think it's either proprietary or it's a non-standard cable. It's really freaking weird. It's the weirdest looking connection I've ever seen. So I can show that to you, but if I do that, that disables the capture device. If I plug it back in, it won't work again. The way the OBS, for some reason, when something stops working in OBS, you literally have to stop OBS completely and start OBS over again for it to work. Like, you can't just, like, get something to work on the fly. If it crashes, like, same thing happens with my mic. Remember when my mic dies? And then I try to get it to work again? It won't. I have to restart OBS entirely. Okay? Show you the connector? I mean, all I can do is unplug and show it to you, but then there's no chance the capture device is going to work. You know? The capture card is the AverMedia Extreme Cap U3. It is, I bought it in 2014. I believe it's like a 2013 model. The highest it does is 1080p 60 frames. That's all they did back then. Nothing did 4K or anything like that. You know, very old. Very old product. Great product. Very reliable. It's lasted me a very long time. But, so again, I've got audio. You can hear it. I'm moving on my PS4 dashboard right now when there's audio. So the power is working to the device. The audio is working to the device. It's just something to do with the video. And I don't know what happened. Like I said, Jasper was sitting on the device and it stopped working. So I restarted and I've got a black screen now. I don't know how to get it to work. So if I go back to properties, I got this black video screen. Okay. Resolution FPS type says custom. I can click on device default. And then this happens. What your guys are seeing. Nothing. It's basically black. The weird thing about that, when I click on device default, it goes to a 4:3 aspect ratio as opposed to a 1080p, which I don't understand. That's really weird. If I go back to custom, all right, I've had it set to 1080p, so it goes back to a widescreen again. Yeah, the highest resolution that it lists here is 1080p. That's the highest it'll do. FPS, I have it set to highest FPS, but you can do all these different ones like 60, which does nothing. You can have it set to like 59.94, which is technically the default of NTSC. That just makes the screen go blank when I set it to that. So now the screen's not even black, it's just blank. I'll go back to highest FPS. Now it's black again. Video format says any. You can select any or YUY2. If I hit YUY2, it does absolutely nothing. So that doesn't help. Alright, go back to any. Color space default. Or there's two other color spaces that are available. Right? Don't do anything. If I click on them, they don't do anything. I don't know if they ever did. I'll click on both. They're not going to do nothing, but I'll click on them anyway. Right? Nothing. Still got audio? Still got audio, so it's still working. Go back to default. Color range. Partial or full? I have it on default. I'll just have it on default. Alright. Buffering. It's on auto detect. No, auto correct. And it says enable or disable. What if I disable? Disable the buffering. Nothing. Enable. Enable that buffering. Nothing does anything. See what I mean? It's not micro USB, Carliga. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest USB you've ever seen. It doesn't exist on any other controller or anything I've ever seen before. I'll show you in a minute, since obviously this device is not working. Obviously, I'll show you in a minute. Flip vertically. Yeah, go ahead. Flip it vertically. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, that really did much, right? Not again, it's like all these options. Normally, the screen would have a video feed. You can hear the game, and you can see the feed, but it's a black signal, right? That's the problem, is it's a black signal. And I don't know what's making it a black signal. Okay. So, all right. So I guess I might as well show you the cable, because the device doesn't work. Obviously, we're getting zero video. We still have audio. How are we getting audio and no video from this thing? It just doesn't make sense to me at all. It makes me scratch my fucking head, right? That we're getting one and not the other. Okay. No, my webcam is not plugged into a splitter with the capture device. The capture device is into a dedicated USB port on the computer. It's not into a capture device. Are you ready to see the weirdest cable? I'll bring it over so you guys can see this weird fucking thing that it came with. All right, unplug it now. Okay, you ready for this? Actually, I'll go full screen so you can see even better. Okay. Here we go. Prepare for the weird ass cable you've probably never seen before. You ready for this thing? Tell me what the fuck that is. It's blurry. I wish I could get it to focus. It's not going to autofocus because I'm too close. Do you see how weird that connector is? Nothing uses that. It's weird. It's not. People are saying that's micro USB 3.0. It's usually for hard drives. Oh. My old Note 3 had that plug. Micro USB M only. Half the port is backwards compatible with micro USB cords, like the ones for charging Xbox One or PS4 controllers. What a weird fucking cable, right? Like, why? This is such an odd cable. See, I don't think I have another cable like that in my house. Oh, they're focused. Holy shit, I got the camera to focus. I held it in place enough. Look at that. So this, I get the feeling this cable is the source of all of my woes. Because how is it that if I stepped near my capture device, it would disable itself and malfunction, right? And the same thing, Jasper just walks up and just puts his paw on top of it, the whole thing craps out. I think this cable has always had a problem. It was always like a faulty cable. So when it worked fine, but the cable, I think, was always the issue. Carliga is wondering, do I have another one of these cables? I don't think so. I have had external USB drives over the years. I may have one that used this. I guess I could go check. But I don't think I have one. I know where all the external drives are. Hold on. Hold on. I need to find where I put the hard drives. I think they're in here. I think they're all in here. pretty sure they're all in there. No, it's USB extension cable. That's not going to work. Here we got all of these. That is standard USB. Aha! So, some of my old cables used to use it. I think I have it right here. I think I have another cable. I think I do. I think I found one. Okay? Hold on. It's right here, I think. Look. An old external hard drive. It's the cable. It's the same kind of cable as the other one. So this is the old external hard drive cable. It's exactly the same. So we can test. We can replace it, this cable, with that cable and see if this would do any positive impact. So that's troubleshooting 101, I guess, right? Let's try it. Let's see. Well, the light on the capture device went on. So that's a positive sign. And, okay, it's not going to work. Because remember I told you OBS? The way OBS works, the only way to get something to work is to unplug and replug and then close and open OBS again. Darkbag, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. So, let's see what happens. I'm going to stop recording again. I'm going to turn off the stream. I'm going to turn the stream back on. And we're going to see if this is... Because the light is on. The capture device light is now on. Which it was before, too. But all we were getting was audio. Okay? So let's see what happens. All right? All right.